The Holy Week journey continues. Day 4. Daily at 6 p.m. Walk the path, one day at a time. Semune Himamat. The journey to Golgotha. In the sacred teachings of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahido Church, the path now leads from the garden to judgment. What was hidden in the night now stands before the world. The Church teaches, what began in silence now enters accusation. He is taken in the darkness, bound not by force alone, but by the will to fulfill. And they that had laid hold on Jesus led him away to Caiaphas the high priest. Matthew 26:57. There he is questioned, not to understand, but to condemn. Voices gather, counsel is formed, judgment is decided before truth is heard. He is guilty of death. Matthew 26:66. False witnesses arise. At the last came 2 false witnesses. Matthew 26:60. Words are twisted. Meaning is reshaped. Truth is resisted. And yet, but Jesus held his peace. Matthew 26:63. The Church teaches this silence is not weakness, it is authority. He has spoken already, he has revealed fully. Now he stands, not to defend, but to offer. He is brought before Pilate. They led him away unto Pontius Pilate. Matthew 27:2. The ruler examines him, questions are asked, answers are given, and yet the conclusion remains, I find no fault in this man. Luke 23:4. Truth stands clear, unhidden, unbroken, and still it is rejected. The voices rise again. Crucify him. Matthew 27:23. Not from one, but from many. The crowd moves, the will of men gathers strength, and justice yields to pressure, and the sentence is given. Then delivered he him, to be crucified. John 19:16. The Church stands here in stillness. For what is decided by men is not outside the will of God. Nothing is taken, everything is given. And now the journey begins. And he, bearing his cross, went forth. John 19:17. The cross is placed upon him, not as a symbol, but as weight, rough, heavy, real. The wood presses upon his shoulders, the path stretches ahead, and he walks, slowly, step by step. The Church teaches this is not the path of defeat. This is the path of obedience, not forced, but accepted, not imposed, but embraced. Each step is chosen, each movement is given, the body is weakened, the strength is drained, the weight presses down, and he stumbles, not because he is unable, but because he has taken fully the burden of man. And along the way, the burden is shared. They found a man of Cyrene, him they compelled to bear his cross. Matthew 27:32. Simon, a passerby, a stranger, drawn into the path without preparation. The Church sees and understands no one comes to the cross by accident. What seems forced becomes calling. To carry the cross is not shame, it is participation. And the path continues, voices follow, feet move behind him, among them, women who weep, tears fall, sorrow rises. But the Lord turns, daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me. Luke 23:28. Even in suffering, he teaches, even under the weight, he sees beyond himself. The Church pauses here, for this is the way of Christ, to give, even while being taken, to speak, even while being silenced, to see others, even while carrying the cross. And the Church does not remain distant. She walks step by step, breath by breath, in fasting, in silence, in watchfulness. The Church teaches this is the beginning of the closing of the great fast, a fast not of form alone, but of total offering, 3 days of deep restraint, not of food, not of comfort, but of endurance, with only drops of water to sustain the body, as the soul remains fixed upon the path of the cross. The faithful do not stand apart, they enter. For the one who carries the cross calls his people to follow. And so the path continues from judgment to Golgotha. And when they were come unto a place called Golgotha, Matthew 27:33, the place of the skull, a place outside the city, yet at the center of all that is to be fulfilled. The Church teaches every step here is given freely. Nothing is taken from him. Everything is offered. And so the Church calls her children. Do not remain distant. Do not look from afar. Walk this path, not only in remembrance, but in participation. For the cross that he bears becomes the cross we are called to carry. And the one who walks ahead does not lead into darkness, but into fulfillment. And now, the path reaches its center, from the journey to the cross itself.